Hey kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, ever. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Four Brothers Podcast.
My back's turning into fucking spaghetti. Welcome to the Four Brors Podcast. Today's guest is the return of the man himself, Adam Byrne.
Hello, folks.
What's
Good to be
happening?
back.
How are you? Good to have you back, man.
The first guy that's been back on.
You know me.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm like a bad smell.
a glutton for punishment. Apparently, like, you know.
I love it. I just love seeing masked men on a Saturday morning. Like.
Good shit, isn't it?
Yeah, just it's like fuck. I need to pay my tick.
Reminds you of the Gimps.
Could be. Yeah.
What Gimps?
The Gimps.
These are all fucking gimps.
Or the I'm pretty gimpy.
That's us getting shadow banned. Fine.
Oh,
For
Jesus.
gimp?
Yeah.
Right enough. That's probably why we don't do very well on YouTube and stuff. Like the first 30 seconds of this, there's definitely like
For gimp.
something. For Gimp?
Fuck off. For gimp. Forgive me.
This is what wokes took away from us.
Forgive me for saying gimp. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
I think we actually started going, 30 seconds, don't say fuck,
Yeah.
don't say shit, don't say anything, you know. And then,
But gimp's not a... Gimp's probably a bad word.
It's a career choice.
yeah.
It's a choice.
It's a derogatory term.
Is
You know what I mean?
it?
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know. What the fuck does derogatory even mean?
Like if you say it with
Like
malice,
something
you know what I mean? Like if you say it to someone to mean something bad, like you're a fucking dog. Or it could be like, you're a dog, man.
Yeah.
You're my dog.
Do you know what? Do you know what I got called recently? And I've been like, okay, it's kind of cool, but then I'm like, I'm stupid. I got called a himbo. Do you know what that means?
A himbo?
So it means you're good looking but thick.
A himbo?
Himbo.
Yeah,
But
himbo.
what's the joining? What's the words that are?
I'm assuming him and hobo.
Ah,
Right.
So it's like, oh, here, you're good looking, but you're stupid. And I was like, all right, okay. I also got told to dress like I'm bisexual. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
That's a strange one.
Yeah. I was like, is that a compliment?
well, you're getting trendier and trendier every time we see you. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
You
you
know
got
me.
that mullet going now.
Sure, last
And
time
the
I seen you,
mustache.
I looked like a fucking housebreaker.
A hobo.
Yeah.
you weren't any himbo then.
I know. But here's the thing, right?
Did someone in this country call you that?
What, a himbo? Yeah, all the time. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like,
I'm
speak to me about shit I like
Yeah.
fucking Lego and like
I'm out of touch.
Hulk Hogan.
I'm out of touch. Did you watch the Vince McMahon documentary?
I did.
It made me like him even more. I'm sorry.
Do you know what it was,
sorry.
right? It
It
was
did,
like sitting at the wake of like a fucking, like the worst person you've ever known. And instead of being like, he done all this, he was like, he's fond of a drink, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or he was a character. And you're like, Vince, please tell us more about Chris Benoit, Dan. Please tell us about like the angle of Hornswoggle was your son. Do you remember
Yeah.
Eugene the wrestler? Do you remember him?
Yeah. No.
He genuinely, in the early 2000s, was a wrestler. And his whole gimmick was that he was special needs.
Right.
And they got away with it. And
Yeah,
he used
they
to
got
give
away
him
with
this teddy.
so much.
And I
So
wish it would
much.
keep happening. See, I still watch
So much.
wrestling. What are you going to do? Not fucking ride me? I need to find a woman.
What's it like these days, wrestling?
Cody Rhodes. Well, see, I watch the big pay-per-views, right? Like SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, because yous are four brothers. You probably used to kick the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah. Well, he's the youngest, so choke slams every fucking other day. Like,
Yeah,
we generally broke his leg. Like,
fuck.
Fucking accidentally.
accidentally.
My
Was
sister
that
split my head open whenever I was 3, like, so that was my claim to fame. She said I bit her and she fucked me into a toy garage and then the staples in the back of my head.
a toy garage?
That's what made me laugh.
Yeah,
Was there a
literally.
toy car?
But it's also one of those things, right? It's like
My toy garage.
yeah, like I've never held a child before, right? I never want to until I have kids because like people, I'm a clumsy fuck, right? People are all like, my mates are having kids, and they're like, oh, you're not going to hold them, and I'm like, you sure you
Himbo?
want that?
Himbo?
Literally.
You're not gonna hold him, bro?
I'd just be running bits bad, and then it'd be like, not saying anything, like, right, fuck you, I'm done.
Sick
with it,
on
just
your
drop
shirt.
it, like. Yeah. But yes, where we were. Yes, the last time I seen you, I was looking like a housebreaker. Now I'm looking like your stepdad.
A house.
Step. That was scary, even the way you said it was scary.
Yeah, but obviously grew the hair out and have a Provo tash, thinking like, oh, I look like a surfer or nothing. I don't. I just look like I'm in the.
Sorry, you
Alec.
look like a a dad that wouldn't really hit his kids like, you know, hard.
Yeah, I just manipulate them into self-harming.
It'd be like, you know, you'd just be.
I'd be like, oh, you sure you're going to wear that? Oh, right, okay. Your fits. You know what I mean? That's the angle I'm going for my kids. Like,
That's all you can do.
Eat all your dinner again?
yeah. Oh,
You can't hit them anymore. Like, you know, you have to do something.
another bar of chocolate. Like, come on.
man.
You
Jesus.
had one earlier.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
I know you're 7 and fat, like, but come on, you're going to get bullied. Fuck, I need kids. No, that's really rapey, isn't it? Moving on, anyways. But what else have I done? I went to Texas since the last time I seen
Yes,
you.
so we're
tell us
talking about that.
buddy. Yep.
That was fucking class.
Yeah.
Best week of my life. So I went over by myself, stayed in a hostel for a week. I was doing stand-up out there. Didn't get paid at all. So next time I go for a visa, I promise I was just doing my hobby.
Yeah, that's it.
I was drinking with homeless people in parks. Shout out Mark.
Yeah. He watches this.
If he's watching this, I give the bastard my number and he never fucking rang me. I was like, bro, come on, I know you're homeless.
Mark.
No, like,
Payphone, like.
yeah. And
Oh shit! He gave you his home number. You don't have one of those anymore.
God damn it, yeah. But it was genuinely the weirdest thing ever, like drinking with that dude, because I kept running into him, and you know me from. You know me to a certain extent, being like, the lift doesn't go all the way up, but there's no badness in me,
No.
so I'm sound.
No.
That's not really a good principle, but I kept running into him, and he kept asking me for $1, and I was like, I don't have $1. Would you? I didn't say, would you fuck
No,
off? But I was like,
yeah.
wait the fuck here. And then I seen him one day, and he kept, oh, Irish Adam, and I was like, what's happening, Mark? How are you? What are you at? Fuck all, me too, bro, right? And he started following me, and I was like, right, what do you want? And he's like, could I have a beer? And I was like, sweet, 100%. And then we were drinking in this park. He was bringing me around these like historical buildings, and I was like,
This is
this
where
means
I
nothing
nearly
to me.
OD'd.
No, genuine. He was like, oh, this was a slave owner, and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Cool,
And then
mate.
we were drinking in a park, and it was class. And he was telling me his life. He was in the Navy, but every 5 minutes he fucking ruined it because he was like, "Can I have $1?" And I was like, Mark, shut up. You know what I mean? It was just constant out there. What else did I do over there? Didn't shoot a gun, shot a person.
Oh,
we won't
With
get
a
into
gun?
it. We won't get into it.
with a load.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It was loads, wasn't it?
You know what I mean?
It was, wasn't it? It was Stephen.
Yeah. I actually went over to do Kill Tony to sign up for it.
Did you sign up?
Did you sign up?
Here's the thing, lads, right? It was in LA for the week. I was like, I'm going to kill myself.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I signed up to Rogan's open mic twice, the mothership.
Yeah.
Didn't get on, but I was like, oh, that's cool, you know?
Did you even signed up? Was cool. Like,
Yeah. Like, I was
Yeah,
5 minutes.
like, what's it like inside and all? Like, is it really?
So I wasn't in the actual like stage, but it was in Mitzi's bar.
Yes.
So it was
Yes.
after Mitzi's
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Mate, unbelievable.
Wow.
And do you know what's so crazy about over there, right? Obviously because Joe Rogan he's like an A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
He has like his security guards that work all out in the mothership they're not like fucking cops, they're all jiu-jitsu guys with all
I've seen
cauliflower
that, yeah.
ears. Like, I mean, and these fuckers stare at you and they pat you down and everything. Like, because here's the thing in Texas, you can carry a gun, but like, see if you're going into a bar, like that's supposed to be like an airport beeper thing.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got you.
And I was drinking with this comedian called Tony, Mexican Tony. He was cool. And big scary bastard. He looked like Carlito, right? Yeah. Instead of spitting in the people he doesn't find cool, he shoots them.
Right.
But I was drinking with him, and we went in this bar, and I went, "Oh shit, man, I forgot!" And he just pulled out these gold knuckle dusters, and then give them to the security. I was like, Tony, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, bro, what do you do? We don't do that where I'm from. And he's like, yeah, man, if I have to carry a gun, it means I'm going to have to shoot someone. And I was like, do you want a Corona, bro, or what's happening here? Or,
Christ.
it was fucking mad, but genuinely best experience ever. I want to go back, but I've a mate that lives in Tennessee, so I might go over and to Tennessee for Paddy's Day.
Another class. Look, I'd love to go
Something
over.
like
I think I want to go next summer.
You would love
Go
Austin.
next summer.
Seriously,
Yeah,
You
I'd
know,
love to go,
like, I'm a diehard Kill Tony
Yeah,
fan. Like, I
yeah.
literally watch it all. Like, do you know what I mean?
To go to a live show.
I want to go see
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely,
everybody's there now. Like,
yeah,
everybody's
like
there
I
now.
walked past
You know what I
Rowan
mean?
White,
Did you?
and I was like,
Sweet.
Hey, brother. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake.
and like shit like that. There are, because it was in LA, all the big ones weren't there, like Cam Patterson, but they were
Yeah.
saying like they just sit and drink with anyone and stuff. Like, they're all
Yeah.
really, really lovely. But I'm gonna say something. See the people I was doing gigs with, right? And and whenever I say this, I'm not putting people
I think you
down.
might have said this to me, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stop doing stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Because they were fucking shite. Like, to the point where I was talking to these guys and they're like, oh, how long have you been in comedy? And they're like, 15 years. And I was like,
Jeez.
right, okay.
Yeah,
And I was like,
You should stop.
yeah. And I was
some
like,
real
are
levels
you
in there.
like booking gigs and all that stuff? And he's like, no, I just do open mics. And I was like, right, okay. And I was like, where are you from? They're like, oh, New Orleans. And I was like, so why'd you move here? And they're like, stand up. Like,
I
they
do
feel
50 gigs a week.
Jesus.
What?
but it was one of those ones where, like, what I noticed, because I was like, I'm going to move there for a year. Because obviously stand-up's crazy and you meet all these mad people, because all these crazy people in America, they're so happy just having a group of friends that they don't necessarily give a shit about stand-up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
see the amount of dick jokes I heard in a week? Oh my God. I was gigging with a guy with an odd pair of shoes, and he was spelling out his jokes, and I was like, is nobody like addressing this? And they're like, oh, that's just Stephen. Do you know what I mean?
That's an odd shoe, Stephen.
Yeah, like,
Everybody knows him. Shit.
like there was a few good comics I met, but most of them were shite.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck saying that. Like
The standard.
like more of it, they were like, oh, how many Instagram followers you have? And I was like, how long have you been doing stand-up? And they were like, oh, fucking 2 months. And I was like, shut up. You know what I mean?
Just-
Like,
just forget about
they
that,
cared
like.
more about their social following than writing a fucking joke.
Yeah.
But that, like,
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is
the jokes have to come first, like.
Absolutely.
But I think that's because over here, it's such a. Everybody's got so much talent here. You
Yeah.
have to outshine. Whereas over there, it's probably so convoluted with
I think
shit.
it's just because there's so many people as well.
Absolutely.
Because there's just so
Yeah.
many. Like, think about it. You can drive the entirety of our country in 4 hours.
Yeah.
You drive for 4 hours in Texas, you're still in fucking
Exactly.
Texas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's so many fucking people, and then let's be honest, a lot of them are, you know.
from Texas.
No, not all from Texas. Like, you know,
What are
they're
you saying?
NPCs. You know what I mean?
Oh,
they're
out here
very
to the
just, like,
fucking hills.
You know what I mean? Like, so they don't know what they're at. Like,
See the amount of people were like, "Oh my God, you are Irish."
it's like, get the fuck away from me.
I'm 4th generation Irish immigrant, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, right? Get the fuck." Yeah, just one
What
of
does
those
that
ones.
even mean?
And they were like, my dad's actually from Glasgow, and I was like, "That's not Belfast, you fucking bitch."
Cool. Never been myself.
No idea.
Yeah,
like,
where's that?
I had people come up to me after a gig being like, man, I had no idea what the fuck you were saying, but your accent, man, that was
hilarious.
amazing. That was amazing. You were like, it was like watching Snatch, and I was like, that's an English film, you prick.
Yeah, it's like fucking. Someone comes up to you after like, you're gonna go all the way, kid. You know,
Yeah.
Book you in a movie, and just because of the accent, like, it's like fucking. That's it, man.
Well,
What about the thing you ate?
yes, please tell us.
Oh,
the story.
yes, I was telling you this, right?
Yeah,
So
you
obviously,
ate some pussy in Texas and not that kind.
one second, let me do it. Mexican pussy?
Yeah.
I'll tell you all first about that. Shout out to her. Look at
She
me.
watches this too.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously it was on my holidays, and have you been to America?
No,
Yeah,
no,
but you
no.
have been in a few states.
We don't have any buttons.
But so obviously it was on my holidays, lost the run of myself. I put on like a 1.5 stone in a week, and I was just like looking at food and went, yes, just give it to me all. And there was so many like these food trucks over there, and I remember eating a Korean barbecue thing that was nice, legitimately nice. And then I was eating Greek gyros that cost me $20, and I was like, I'm on my holidays, so it
They
doesn't
love their
count.
food
Yeah,
trucks over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And then I was walking down the street, and there was this Chinese food truck. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant. This is going to be class. You know, do they do salt and
try
chili
half
chicken?
and half.
Yeah. And I seen they did sesame chicken. And I was like, fuck, here's a good substitute. And I was eating it. And I was like, this is a bit dodge. Like, it feels like I'm eating steak. And I was eating it in front of a comedian outside the creek in the cave. And they were like, where did you get the food from, man? And I was like, oh, just the food truck across the road. And they were like, is it the Chinese place? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, does that meat taste weird? And I was like, yeah, brother, yeah, it tastes very, very funny. And they're like, that's cat. Like, I was like, what do you mean cat? And they're like, that's
Straight up cat.
That's genuinely
And
cat.
not the way
like,
we mean it here, like that's bad, like that's cat, mate.
like,
That's cat.
genuinely, I was eating cat. Like,
That is cat.
we Persian half and half. Like, do you know what I mean? It was the weirdest
How
thing
did you
ever.
feel? What emotion did you feel when someone told you that it was cat and
I
you know
wanted more.
you'd ingested some?
Nah, I'm only joking. It was fucking disgusting.
And how dear was it?
Like $12.
that's
Do you know what made it
too
even
dear for
better? Was it a Chinese man that sold me it? Mexican man.
Mexican. Fuck.
So if a Mexican's cooking Chinese, don't buy it.
No.
That's the first
What if
rule.
a Chinese is cooking Mexican?
Yeah, stick to your own cuisine.
Yeah.
That is the most like
Big red
Nigel
flag.
Farage like
Big red
cooking
flag.
show ever.
Big red flag. Like,
Yeah.
Stick to your own fucking.
It was
that's
stew and
bad crack
shit.
though. Like,
That was bad.
that is bad.
Yeah, it
And
was
what did it taste like?
seriously right.
You say steak
Steak.
Like steak and chicken.
Like beefy.
together,
Yeah.
beefy,
combined. Was it stringy and shit like that?
Yeah. Stringy, yeah. Tough.
No, it was it was seriously like cubes of like chicken.
Was it cat?
Yeah.
You were enjoying it before you thought it was
me.
cat.
Were you?
I'm
though?
gonna be
Or-
honest with you. I wasn't.
You weren't?
But
No.
my dad used to do this
I feel
thing.
You were
sick.
just jumping on.
Yeah, my dad used to do this thing when I was a kid because I was a fussy eater. I was anemic. Like I was a white girl with an eating disorder when I was 7, right? You know what I mean? Making myself being sick, be like, oh.
Cocoa Pops are.
Yeah, but my dad used to do this thing. You're not gonna, or you're not leaving the table until you finish your dinner, and that's
Yeah,
followed me
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
all got
adulthood.
that,
So
yeah.
I have to always finish food,
Yeah.
or my dad's not gonna let me go out and do my job.
Do you ring him afterwards and all? Daddy, I finished.
Yeah,
Can I,
go away.
can I leave now?
Yeah,
Daddy, I couldn't finish my cat.
my dad's like, "Fuck, that's cat, son. You're grounded." But no, seriously, Texas, unbelievable experience. Like,
Yeah, it sounds-
definitely
I'd love
have to go
like.
back. Like, yeah.
I'd love to go to America in general. You
Yeah.
know.
Did
But
you
that-
get
I'd
any
probably
like?
wear.
When were you over? How long ago was it?
I was over in May.
No Diddy parties going on about that stage, or
Probably.
did you hear?
I'm under an NDA that expires now. No, there was. I had a few women being like, "Oh my god, you can marry me and stay in the country," and I was like, "That's crazy."
Why are you here?
Yeah, literally, I was like, "Nah, let's not do that."
Do it for a visa.
Literally,
Why not?
These women were serious.
genuinely,
Why
I
did-
literally had one text me flat out being like, "I'm in this alleyway, get in my car," and I was like, "I'm gonna die."
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. That would scare me. Like, I
That fucking
suppose.
scared the
That
shit
would
out of me,
scare
like,
like,
It's fucking
right,
baby
yeah.
reindeer.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
One day it's
she
cat,
good?
next day it's Irishman.
No, she wasn't good.
Well, I mean, I'm no oil paint myself, like, but I mean, I am. Look,
on
this guy,
now.
this guy.
You're
fucked.
turning into
Don't
one.
be modest.
Yeah, I
man.
know. He's a wee skitter.
You know what I mean?
But it was like I've never had so much attention with women just
Yeah.
because of my accent.
Yeah, that's what everybody says, isn't it, when they go to
They're
America?
like, but like,
You're
here's
Irish.
the thing with Americans flirting. It's cringe, right? Because they're like, "Oh my god, you're so hot." I'm like,
get away from me.
I'm like, can you just call me a prick and just slobber? Like that's how I know you like me. You know what I mean?
There'll be none of this fucking compliment shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not in a fucking rom-com. here, like-
Non-consensual compliments.
But I got friendly with a girl and I did the whole I don't give a fuck. I did the whole you can come over to Belfast and stay at my gaff, like look, don't worry about it. And a month later I got home. She was like, "Oh, I'm booking flights, I'm gonna come over and see you. Can I still stay in your house?" And I was like, my ma's sick at the moment, you know. Can't really have you on.
I actually died last week, love.
You should stay here.
Literally, no, and I just blocked her on everything and haven't heard from her since.
Oh,
he was from Alaska. She was sound like
You both could have stayed here. It's fine.
she could have stayed here. Like I don't
In
even
the
know
studio
the
with the
name.
lights off.
If I seen the bitch in the street, I would walk down. Yeah, but
No time for commitments.
no, I'm married to the game.
Tony Hawk's
she
Pro
Mexican?
Skater 4.
Yeah,
And was she Mexican?
she was from Alaska. I didn't think
Alaska.
those people existed.
No.
Alaskans?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, very tall
Yeah,
people
yeah.
and like 100%. But I was all like, because you know the way over
Yeah.
here, like the women over here are just evil. I sound like such an incel. Where they're like, I'll not hit you, but I'll just make you have lifelong issues with yourself, and you'll have to go to counselling, and you'll hate yourself forever.
Yeah.
They're like sound because Americans don't do sarcasm. Like they're all straight. They're basically autistic people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know how to like
That's
joke.
their advertising's fault.
Yeah, and like I remember talking to this girl, and like she was sound, right? And she worked on an oil rig, right? Bit mad,
Right.
and I was like, "So what do you do in your like hobbies and all?" She's like, "Oh, I'll go out and all, and then I'll shoot." And I was like, "What do you mean shoot?" And she's like, "I just go out and shoot deers and all out my back." And I was like, "Do you have guns?" And she was like, "Yeah, I've got a Glock, I've got a AR-15, I've got a shotgun, I've got a Magnum." And I was like,
Can I add your cock to that collection?
"Yeah," but it was just like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the duality of like where you're
Yeah.
from and everything. It blew my mind. Like,
That is like it's a fucking culture shock over there for us.
right?
Like.
Like,
And we
I really like guns.
and like we're known for guns. Like you
yeah,
know?
but like illegally.
Yeah.
Like they're all
Yeah.
just like, oh, and she literally says like, you don't have guns in your country. Like it was like fucking red sauce. I was like, no, you lunatic.
You
not
lunatic.
on me. Like no.
Oh, it was crazy. Like yeah, but what else have we been doing? Oh, I'm doing my solo first work in progress at the end of the month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lost in the sauce. I hope
Awesome.
you are all coming.
Aye.
Yes, definitely. man.
Good lads.
What,
Good lads. It's a Tuesday.
How's your head? How's your head about that?
Freeze us up.
Yeah. Thank yous.
We're always free on a Tuesday.
How's my head? Actually, you know what? Because I've been at it 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
Whenever I came back from Texas, I don't know how to describe it. I finally got good at stand up. Where it was like, I've always kind of been like, oh, he's all right. But like, I don't know what it was. It just really changed my perspective. And I was like, okay, you're good at this. Let's just keep fucking going.
Yeah,
So
if
I've
you
been
don't believe in yourself, no one fucking will.
Exactly.
You, gotta
You know what I
fucking
mean?
Go for it.
Don't chase the dragon, chase your dreams.
Ew.
We should get that outside a methadone clinic.
Fucking Plato, wasn't it? Said that?
And so I've been writing a lot. Anytime you've seen me,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, what's the crack? And I was like, not right now, Pookie. I'm trying new material. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll be going to the PAV and I will die on my arse here, but as long as out of these 5 bits, one of them works.
Yeah.
So it
you're
is-
You're up your own arse at them.
Oh, absolutely. Like, so...
You're finding what's working then.
Yeah, and that's such a good, fun feeling, but it's also really fucking scary because you don't know how it's going to go. But that's what I mean. I've put the work in, so I'm just hoping it pays off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had the same philosophy for my GCSEs. I revised like fuck. Only left school with 2 GCSEs.
I went
That's
to
how it goes.
Metallica the night before mine. Like I was fine. I did never studied in my life.
See,
Never
do you know
studied.
what I would call people like you? Arseholes, right?
Yeah.
Arseholes.
Yeah, because here I didn't fucking study and I got 8 A stars.
Well, I didn't. I got what I get: A, 2 Bs, and 4 Cs. Not too bad, like.
That's
too
what's
bad.
that? 7 GCSEs.
Yeah.
I got like all C's and just fucking nothing that I needed, like a French and an art. Or something. French and art C.
I wasn't allowed to
A
sit
was my art.
halfway.
Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I got an A in something that you don't need.
I got a C in religion, and that like only that people get C in religion.
I failed and still got fiddled by my teacher.
That's not fair.
Nah.
That's you're supposed to. That was
What
not the
was-
deal.
Was she fit?
Was he fit?
Was he fit?
Was he?
Oh, he was good looking.
Nah, he had that whole
In a
like I'm
godly sort of
65 and have dandruff. I'm wearing a
Right.
suit.
And smells like coffee and
Yeah,
cigarettes.
coffee breath
Oh,
down your
Jesus
neck. You know.
Christ.
She tasted like cigarettes.
Yeah, it was just like I fucking hated school. Like, but
That
at
was
my
terrible,
levels
wasn't
now,
it?
I know. Oh no, bro, I got bullied and stuff. Like it was brutal. But like, you only know me as this guy that's like unhinged and sound. You know what? I'm unhinged, but I'm a sweetheart. I don't like try to be like, oh my god, I'm the nicest person ever. I'm just like I'm rough around the edges, get fucked. But I'm sound.
Yeah,
best way to be.
Because in school, like I didn't know who the fuck I was. Like I was having a full-on identity
No one
crisis.
does. Like,
I don't think
Nah.
I
anybody
still
does.
don't know who I am.
Nah.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, fuck, who is this?
Am I?
But I do this thing. It's a trait of autism. But I'm not diagnosed. I don't want to be diagnosed. You know what I mean? Keep the riz.
I think
the tism
everybody's
riz.
on the spectrum. Like
Yeah, you
we've,
have to
we've
be.
found that out in
Like
this
I said,
podcast.
though,
like,
if it is a spectrum, so you have to be in it.
Fucking right.
You
Yeah.
have to be on it somewhere.
But anytime in school, whenever I was stressed, which was 100% of the time, I used to walk on my tippy toes. And they'd be like, he's fucking walking on his tippy toes.
Yeah,
I'd be
fuck
walking
me.
the mass, having a panic attack. Just
That's
going,
career ending in school. That would be career ending.
tippy toe
walking on
Adam,
your
we tippy toes.
And people would be like, oh, what the fuck's wrong with you, you big
Ballerina,
fucking
like-
virgin? And I was like, bro, please just leave me alone. Like, I mean, people used to just hit me and stuff. And
Martin
all.
used to do that, walk on tiptoes.
Oh, yeah.
I still do, right? But it's only... Oh, it pisses me off, right? Because, like, objectively, right, I'm a good-looking dude, right? See, whenever I'm stressed, I'm just like...
Yeah.
I was seeing a girl and she was like, you walk like John Travolta in Grease. I was like, is that a compliment? She's like, yeah, but like I've never seen anyone walk like that.
The part where he's on heroin, just
Yeah. Blocked her the next
Pulp
day. though.
Fiction.
another strange thing Martin used
that
to
is
do
Pulp Fiction.
was pull his boxers way up, like past his belly button. He used to wear his boxers past his belly button, like.
That's right. We used to
I'm
call
a
you
special kind of retard
belly
here.
belly button
It was
boxer
a
Martin.
wedgie to the point that it must have been sore.
Did you ever get wedgied as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
did, yeah.
fuck me.
Oh,
We used
like
to get,
that.
you know,
Like,
big
like
recycling bins. You used
properly.
to put bottles in.
Yeah.
The older kids used to hang us off them by our boxers.
Do you know what happened to me once? Fucking, do you know the way there's people in your street that are like, I'm 7 and you're 16, but like, this automatically means we're kind of friends. He wedgied my boxers over my head and down to my lips, and
Jeez.
I just remember like my sister,
Cartoon wedgie, like.
yeah, my sister was there and she was like, "Shit, one kid," and I was like, "How?"
Wedgies were acceptable back then.
I'm just impressed by that wedgie, to be honest.
Yeah, like how the fuck does that even work?
Them some stretchy boxers.
Yeah,
Stretchy
fucking-
Like
boxers.
fucking Hulk's fucking
That
pants.
saved your nuts, like.
probably why I walked
I've
on my
been
fucking
cut from
tippy
wedgies.
toes.
Like wedgies
Yeah,
have cut.
I
Like,
was,
people when we were even older in our teenage years, people who had done it like messing about, just ripped your boxers clean off you,
Arse bleeding
just
off you.
off you. Like, you know what I mean?
Did you
They
ever?
are beaten.
Yeah, that are beaten. Like,
That are beat.
Did you
I'd
ever?
rather have beaten. Sorry.
No, you're all gravy. Did you ever do this thing in school? I didn't do it because I was terrified of everyone. Bus pass that are blazers.
Yeah.
The white lines.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Jesus! I remember like the first week back at school, the amount of people's blazers just got fucking wrecked. Like
Funny that,
you
and then you just
scumbags.
stop wearing a blazer after a while.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
fuck a
you're always.
blazer.
And
And
like,
then the one strap, you had to wear one strap on your school bag. You couldn't wear two.
Oh no! See,
And
what did
then
you get?
straight away.
34.
Oh,
Yeah.
Straight away gay if you were two straps. Like, that's
Yeah.
it.
You
I'm
can't-
24.
wearing-
Like, so
I
I
like
was at the
wearing two
era
straps.
where if you were wearing one strap,
Yeah.
you were automatically gay.
That's funny. It was backwards when
Yeah.
I was in school. If you
literally-
had two straps on, that was it, done.
Yeah. What
about-
But one strap was all right. And then you used to get it ripped off you because people would rip your bag and then just rip your strap
Did you
off.
ever put people's bags inside out?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the best thing ever. Oh, I loved it. Loved it.
Did you ever put
Done some
a
bad shit,
dead
like-
animal in someone's bag?
Nope.
No.
Dead fucking animal, dude.
Nope.
Did you do that one?
There's a
That's just
darkness
you.
that lives
We've done-
inside of you. man.
We've done that a couple of times.
You didn't kill the animal, did you?
Just a dead. No. He was like, lads, I've got the perfect idea. My granny's got a Bichon freeze. Let's kill it and just put it in that dickhead's bag.
Just smothering the family dog before he goes to school. Puts it in his own bag.
Mom, dogs have 9 lives.
So I'll bring it back after school. We joke.
I remember putting a dead bird in somebody's bag.
What did you call
after
her?
school.
Fuck's sake. What else did we do in school? What was like the big, like, fuck, this is like an FBI RICO case?
I don't know, but you know what? You
When
really
camera
did
phones come
like.
out and people were taking pictures of like the teacher's ass and all.
Class.
Yeah.
That was
I mean, that's not cool. Don't do that.
But like,
No, it's
see
not
some of
okay.
the stuff that goes on in schools, like
It's alright.
straight up teachers going to jail, like
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
you know, like
I
I
got
had
hit with
to,
hurley bats.
Seriously?
Yep, in the ankles.
like
Get hit with hurley bats.
if you didn't bring your PE kit to school, they give you like shit
Yeah.
PE kits from whenever, and they were never washed. Plus,
Oh.
if you didn't bring a towel to school, you had to dry with like dirty, like fucking poo-ridden shorts that they just give you.
Yeah.
And if they didn't
the
have that, you
box
had
of
to.
that stuff was horrendous.
The amount of times I had to drip dry.
Yeah.
Just stand there and drip dry. You
Don't
can't
say drip dry.
I'd discipline you.
Drip dry.
That's because the disciplinary teacher was quite old school. He was a PE
Yeah.
teacher, and he was.
He was a PE teacher and a pervert.
He was a PE
I'll
default.
tell you, right?
He
You're
had
gonna
a
have
wee
to
bit- well-
beep this out. You're gonna have to block
Yeah.
this out. But our
Okay.
PE teacher was,
Right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
and he was on all the steroids. Like,
Class.
Yeah.
Bleep all that
Oh,
out.
yeah, I remember that.
but like, Jesus Christ,
He went to a different school than me,
One
like, but-
kid fucking forgot his PE gear that day, right? Or no, not his PE gear. He refused to get in the shower or something after. And our PE teacher made him
Kneecapped.
strip down naked in front of everyone in the change room and get in the shower and wash himself. And he started crying while he's washing himself.
Bro, that's
Always
like
remember
something
that.
out of a Netflix show where the kid then shoots up a school but only kills
had
him.
no guns.
I think we were
It
like,
happened in our school too.
yeah, we were
That
just on
happened
the
in our school all
cusp
the time.
of like things starting to get okay.
Fucking
Like, you know that, like, it was between you're always beat with a fucking cane
Yeah.
and never ever
Now you're
beat a
not
child
allowed
ever
to, but they
again.
really want to.
We were stuck in between that where people didn't know.
We weren't getting
Give him a wee
beat.
slap.
Fucking hell,
weren't
I was
getting
lucky.
beat.
Like,
Getting headlocks and all, dragged
was
over your
lucky, but-
table by a tie. Mad.
you had an insane teacher. Like
Yeah,
Man, it was
that
all
was
them.
so
Now,
insane.
my PE teacher wasn't a pervert, but he was like a bit weird. Like, you know, one of
was a
those ones where
pervert,
it was like,
Everyone's a pervert.
I could smoke fags in front of you and you'd be like, well, you have a match tomorrow, you wee skate through you. Do you want to go for a pint? That there. sort of
Playing
thing.
head games with you all the time. Like, see, like we were at the boy-girl school, and see if you
Commonly known as mixed. Yeah. You have fucking two genders in this age. What?
not these days.
Boy girl school.
Back in my day, it was a boy-girl school, but fucking I know what you call now. But like, see if you were the girls and the boys done PE at the same time, but the girls were over there and doing something, netball or whatever, and then we were here doing Gaelic or whatever. See if you even glanced at the women for like a second. Go and play with the girls if you want to fucking play with the girls, and you had to go and play with the girls. You had to go play
Actually,
netball.
go play with the guards.
Yeah.
Here's the thing now. See any of my teachers that are watching this, I'd kick the shit out of all of you. Honestly, I'm standing on fucking business, right?
Except for my old PE teacher.
Well, no, because he
massive.
no. Here's the thing, right? He has
Big.
he has that. He's got the genes. He's got the killer genes. You know what I mean? He's like Sid Vicious, the wrestler. Rest in peace. But he's also realistically been doing roids for that long, where he's just like a blobfish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His heart's gonna explode.
Yeah,
if
you can
rip
just
it.
collie vice grip the fucker's heart and just rip it out and eat it.
No.
That's fucked up.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have the energy to touch anybody anymore. You know, so he's just
He never did touch anybody. I didn't say he did.
touched you.
Maybe.
It's okay.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. See, if I was like ever fiddled with in school with one of my teachers, like I'd fuck this, not like telling people in 10 years.
Oh, I would have told.
I would
right then.
blackmail him. I'm being
Oh, yeah,
serious.
fucking
I would
right.
set up a fucking reoccurring payment into my. I
would
don't
be
even have a
fucking
bank account.
scholar.
That's way
By
better
now,
than.
so would-
Oh yeah, I would extort and then at the end when he's no money, then boom.
But how many times?
What if it was a woman?
Yeah. How many?
Still a
Then
five.
it'd just
Yeah.
be like,
But how, I was just going to
Sexy
say,
one.
how many times when you're younger did you
Sexy
want
teacher
to
woman
do something to one of those teachers, like, you know?
But here's the thing, right? It's
Titties.
like
All the
looking
time.
back now.
Sprinkles.
What you know what's really really weird about me being doing stand up and all, right? All my teachers know, and a few of them follow me on Instagram
Yeah.
and like my photos, and I'm like now looking back, these aren't great. These are just deprived housewives.
I have to say, like,
Teachers,
yeah,
weirdos.
see when you grow up
Aye,
and
yeah.
then look at like your
Some of them are
friends
great,
becoming
actually,
teachers and all,
you know.
you're like, Jesus, teachers are
and
terrible.
weird
It's a terrible
people
job.
as well,
Like,
like,
Not
just
really.
weird
Like,
people,
like
Terrible job.
some teachers, I have to say, you know, you do get some inspiration from. You know,
Yeah,
you get a
that's
lot
some
of
good
you
ones,
get
yeah.
a lot of
That's some good ones. Tech.
you know,
Tech was good
life
teachers.
lessons from.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't from mine. Actually, my Spanish teacher, he's not a teacher anymore. Shout out Mr. Ward.
That's the most Spanish name I've ever heard.
Yeah, he used to tell us he was in the RA and show us ISIS beheadings in third year. And I was like, no hablo español.
Esteban Bejeos.
I swear to fuck.
Fucking hell.
He used to be like, instead of saying fucking bastard, he'd be like fork and baskets. And he did not give a fuck, like, but he used to just tell us all the stories from the Troubles, him getting locked up and all, and like the maze and all, and we'd be like,
Right?
we have a test next week, bro.
Yeah, like,
what's
could
going
you
on?
teach us something?
Yeah.
We've been failing all year, and they're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" And we're getting the blame. You know,
He
to teach.
Yeah, he was one of the ones where I was like, you're a cool cat, like, but I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He used to tell us he lived in the Cayman Islands, like, so must have just
Went
got a
back.
teaching degree and
been
went
through it.
straight.
Teachers,
back.
like, I just remembered one there now. Fucking missed this guy called Mr. Burns, and he used to
Anything to
wear.
be, yeah.
Hopefully not, because I can tell this story.
Plural.
It's not great. He fucking used to wear these shirts, right, that were so wafer thin that you could just clearly see his nipples.
Yeah.
Every day.
Right.
And he must have known,
Yeah, he
because
wanted to.
they were like paper thin shirts, nipples all day. Everybody just see these two big round nipples every day. I always remember it.
That's my godfather.
Oh,
That's what I said.
I nipple burn.
I never Byrne. Diddy Byrne, we call him at Christmas. We go, Stephen, why leave the baby oil out? We're eating fucking turkey here, like. Dildos falling out of his pockets and all.
That was very strange.
That was him.
Very strange. He never done anything bad or weird. He just that was it.
Characters.
Yeah.
See, that's it. That's a in the background closeted pedo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just waiting for his moment to strike.
Everyone
Like,
can see my nipples.
just stalking the pay for the pay.
I've got
the
a
pay
secret.
for 5 years. Like, I really hope my teachers don't watch this, because eventually I want to do like some motivational speech in my school. Like, we have a path pupil.
grow up to be like me.
No, fucking right. Be me. You know what I mean? Follow your dreams. Don't listen to teachers.
Yeah.
Sniff cat and kiss
Yeah.
people.
Don't eat cat dough.
Yeah.
Don't eat
Fuck.
cat dough.
What else have we been doing? I went to Amsterdam. Me, Cahill, and Justin.
Yes,
Well,
seen some of that. That's cool.
That was mad.
like
Just-
a blur.
I'm more of an Oasis man.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. Like,
I knew
I
it was
felt
Too
it. I felt
easy.
it in my
Too
gut. I
easy,
felt it in my gut.
Who's this guy thinking he's an earring, you know?
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah. But no, we went to Amsterdam, tried to, we're like, oh, we're going to do a load of podcasts. We done one and was like, let's not do that again. Justy photosynthesized in Pre to Me.
He what?
Huh?
He turned into a Venus flytrap.
Right.
So we were there and it was like 30 degrees and we were in Pre to Me and he won't like that I've said this, but I don't care. We were,
Sorry, Justin.
We're gonna actually. This is a clip.
we were, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And
What's that? I don't know what that means.
don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll tell you when
that?
you're 40.
Oh, okay.
Right? And we were watching Avengers Endgame, smoking joints, and he was sitting right at the window, and we were there for 2.5 hours. And we got up to leave, and he was like, "Can't move, lads. Can't move. Can't move. can't move." And I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "The light's been hitting me for 2.5 hours." Like, and then the whole last day, he walked back to the hotel. On the oh mate, the last day
He stroked himself, did he?
he sat in the hotel room. He's like, "I'm not well. It's just fucking full on got
Yeah,
heat stroke,
that's
sitting
it.
like a fucking
Ooh.
fly trap, like
Yeah.
bad." But we took the shrooms as well.
Fuck.
Well, how'd that go?
First time taking shrooms, I met Jesus.
How is he?
He's a good lad, isn't he?
You know, he's not
not
black
bad, he's
or
not.
white. Michael Jackson was wrong.
Alien, right?
Is he just?
He's made up of eyes and multicolors.
He's actually from. So he is.
like that.
But
And he's in this room.
It was fun, like, because I don't do drugs.
That's your first
Yeah.
time, you said?
Yeah. I know I look it, but I've never taken anything in my life. I just smoke green.
You just keep
And,
up
and so
appearances.
what did you have then? Like the
So we
Truffles?
had the truffles, yeah.
Yeah.
So Justy didn't do them because he's cringe, and me and Cahill done them.
sake.
Right.
And Justy's like, "I'll look after these," and we're like, "Sweet brother." So I had these. Taste like shit, but we didn't read the
Yeah.
instructions.
Tastes like feet.
Yeah, I love toes,
Yeah.
and it said don't eat for 4 hours, and we were like, "Fuck up! I'm bigger than drugs. I know how this works." And we ate them, and for the first 5 minutes, I was like, it was like the song "Linger" by Cranberries.
Yeah.
It's like, "You spinning me around." We were like, let's go to the red light district and look at people. This would be so cool. We got out to the hotel room, made it 100 yards, and my throat closed over. I was like, "Justin,"
Oh, I'll do
he's
it.
like, "What's wrong, buddy? You're right." And he's like, "Gonna be sick." He's like, "No, you're not. No, you're not." I was like, "Fuck." That's not even for dramatic effect.
No, I swear to God. Like,
Hold on. What the fuck just happened there?
oh, you actually
I was thinking about being sick.
That was the best act I've ever seen.
get this man an Oscar.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, I wish that was me acting. Oh. I'm crying. And
That's the
everything.
mushrooms coming back. Like, remember me, motherfucker?
Big flashback.
Oh.
Yeah. See, anytime I talk about past,
Get you. That comes back like a.
Yeah, you get the feeling, the buzz. Like.
the
So I ran down an alleyway and just projectile whiteyed for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And Cahill just fucked off and he kept going, "Jeez, you're fucking gay, like fucking whitey and all. Fuck's sake, man." And Justin was like, "Lord, we need to get someone." And I was like, "Get me blue roll." Just kept being sick. And then across the road, these Dutch people being like, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" And here's the thing, right? See Dutch people speaking like English. They speak like the stroke unit in the Ulster Hospital, right? They're just fucking weird, right? Made it back to the hotel room, and Cahill was like still slobbering. And then he was down smoking a joint or whatever, came up and he rang me. He's like, "Open the fucking door." And I was like, "Why are you being a dickhead for?" And he had his hand in his hand, like, and he whited everywhere.
Oh, Jesus.
And then
Fuck's sake.
after that, shit started getting serious. And Justin was all like,
Because you purged all the food out of you.
Yeah,
And then the
literally.
mushrooms started to hit.
And oh, jeez.
yeah, no. I come back for you. Like, I come back for you.
I can't believe that happened there. And I was sitting there enjoying life and all, and I was like, I seek validation from too much people. I need too much validation. I swear to fuck, Cahill was in the corner of the bed. I can show you photos for reference. Like The Exorcist if he was from Newry. But he kept shouting, "Right, Bertie, will we get a bag here? I feel like I'm on coke. Mom, we get a bag here. Mom, we get for 8 hours
Fucking
straight."
head spinning around.
Yeah. But there was a fan as well, and he kept farting into the fan, and it was hitting Justin in the face.
That's
And Justin was
terrible.
like, "Fuck you, I'm going home. Like, I'm getting the next flight." And I was just sitting going, life is fucking class. Like,
Mushroom
isn't it?
farts through a van.
Literally. But
That would make you go home.
yeah, literally.
Like,
It was amazing. And we made it out again, but Justin said I had 500 panic attacks in a minute because I had
fuck
one of
me.
those wee like bags, and it genuinely took me 25 minutes debating should I take it out or not. Once again, got 100 yards away from the hotel room. And I was like, Justin, where's my bag? And he was like, upstairs. And he's like, no, lad, like, where is it? And he said, I genuinely asked him 100 questions in about 30 seconds. Then had to go back and make sure the bag was there. And then didn't make it out again. We just stayed in the hotel room for the night. Like, but it
Turns
was
your brain to
seriously,
mush, like.
it 100%.
Were you drinking as well?
No,
Just smoking?
No, actually, I was. I.
Yeah.
But I'm fully. I don't know how to describe this, but it fully like opened my eyes, and then I've been writing flat out, like but like writing bits where it's like, oh my god, this has structure, this has legs, this is like the rule of three and everything, and I'm like, oh my god. So mushrooms
it's sweet.
seriously changed my life. Yeah.
like what I kind of
Fucking
get
right.
from them,
Yeah, dude.
what I
Same for me,
kind
man.
of get from them every time is almost like when I wake up in the morning, it's a new lease of life.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like almost like a fresh start to
Like fucking, who said that there? It was a very good analogy for it. It's like turning the computer off at the switch and back on and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting rid of all the shit, you know?
yeah,
it's-
kind of
Kind of purges your soul away, doesn't it? It's kind of
Jesus, Marty just coming out there from the gates of hell. Fucking number Royal 30 in the Royal Rumble of trauma there, bro.
Nishi over here.
Purges your soul from the darkest depths of hell.
Yeah, I never feel shitty after
No,
never feel
just
shitty.
drained for me. I'm
Yeah.
drained.
I'm
always drained.
I've never been that drained. I actually feel
Bit
very
tired.
refreshed.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
tired, but like I'd wake up in
Physically
the morning,
drained.
I'd be down buying my mum flowers. You know? It'd be
My
like,
mother needs flowers.
But no,
mum
I'd be
is-
drained.
My
Like,
daddy needs
or
flowers.
it takes a couple of days to sort of process everything.
Yeah.
You know?
See, for such a long time, I was like, fuck, I don't want to take them because, like, what if I, like, lose my mind or not?
It's what if, isn't it? Always
But the
that,
thing is, do you know why people are so terrified to do them, right? Because they don't want to meet their true selves.
Yeah, they're
And whereas,
already
like,
fucked. They're already fucked up.
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? They're already closeted in so much feelings.
100%.
And where they're like, oh
100%.
shit, I don't want to take these because it's actually going to make me see who I really
yeah,
am.
It's going to make me
I'm,
think.
I'm talking
It's
about
gonna
not
teach you that.
knowing
It's yourself,
who we
like,
are.
you know?
Like I don't think I'll ever know who I am.
No.
in that sense,
not
you know,
fully.
because your true
No one
self
does,
is,
fucks it.
is always above you. It's you're always pushing forward.
And like, no matter how many times I do mushrooms, every single time I will feel fear of
Yeah.
doing them.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I'll know that I'm
in
you know
for
what I mean?
something.
Yeah, but you mentioned something there, right? About like not knowing who you like. You'll never know who you are. Because see, if you did, you would stop everything because you're
Yeah.
like, I'm already
That's
the
me.
finished
Yeah,
article.
that's
you
me.
stop
Yeah,
at your
you'd be
dead,
smug-
like, you know?
You'd be smug in
stop
life.
at your
You'd be
dead.
like, right, well, you know.
Or you'd be
It'd be
just maybe the people that think like that, they're not who they are. They don't think but they're just stuck in a dead end job, or they're they're just they accept this
Or
is
even
it.
just, I think it's that thinking of like, that's me. I don't have to be better. I'm the best version of myself that I can be. That's it. I
not
don't need to
life
do
worth
anything. If
living,
you
like,
can go
you
to
know?
sleep
But
thinking
then-
that,
Oh,
then
absolutely.
you're fucked, aren't you?
Yeah, you're fucked.
Absolutely.
You know, kind of.
I always have to be. There always has to be something ahead of me.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
I could do that better
Goal-wise.
next time,
Yeah.
or I could fucking be nicer this time, or I could have stopped the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't lived one moment of my life without a dream. You know,
Oh no,
not
you
one
have
moment of my
to.
life.
You have to do something
know?
like, and this is why you're obviously doing stand up now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember you were like, "Oh fuck, I did it once. I don't know," but now you're like, "Here, this is going to be shit for a while," and then eventually I'm just going to be like, "I love this."
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
already do love it, you know, and but it's part of this. It's an
Yeah.
extension of this. This is me now. you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
I've never felt more myself,
Yeah.
and I obviously won't know who I never know who I am.
Yeah,
but
it's just more of like people think like always say to me, "Oh, you're a hater and all." Like you just not you do whatever you want, like, but you just do things and you don't think about them. And I'm like, because if I sit and think about things, I'll not do
you'll
it.
worry and wonder what's going to go
Yeah,
wrong.
you
Which
just-
is funny though. I do both.
Yeah.
So I'll always do the thing. I'll never be stopped doing it. I'll never stop myself from doing the
Yeah.
thing. But I'll always overthink it too.
Absolutely,
You know, which is strange.
Yeah. But like, it's the people that don't even take any risk, and you're like, what the fuck is motivating you to be alive? In all
Yeah.
seriousness, like not to sound all
Yeah.
deaf and
Yeah.
glue,
No,
but
no,
that's-
you need something.
Oh, no,
You know?
there are those people. Like all they've got is, I suppose, if they have a family, they'll go, right, I've got my family. I've got a holiday once a year.
Yeah.
That's me. get the kids.
But
to
then
school.
there could be
Which is
micro
all good,
inspirations
because they
within
probably
that
have-
that
yeah,
could keep you going. Do you know
They
what I
probably
mean?
have a lot of challenges ahead of them. You know, people, you know,
In
maybe
different
just
ways,
keep,
yeah.
keep fit and keep,
Yeah.
you know, keep their minds
Of course.
good and all.
Like I'm not saying, oh, because I do stand up, that automatically means that like I'm this amazing person
Yeah.
on a quest for like. No, I just have something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have something that might.
Everybody
be,
needs something.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be training.
dude.
You could be training for a marathon. That's your thing, and then whenever you're done, you're like, "Fuck! I've done a marathon. Why don't I
Next thing,
go
like-
for a triathlon or something?" Or you just have to have fucking something like. But
100%.
people, and it really pisses me off. People are on this illusion because I do stand up. Like my life is amazing. My life, it's not shit, but like,
Yeah.
see that's last month. I'm just going to trauma dump you here. I don't give a fuck. Right?
I like it. Keep going.
But
Mate.
the last month
He
is
gets hard-
genuinely
he gets hard
been
to it.
Yeah.
like the worst month of my life. Once again, this isn't me seeking attention or fuck all. It's just me normalizing things in my head, so I have to speak about it. Like my mum was diagnosed with cancer, right? Shit situation.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, right, what can I do? I can't physically help her. So what can I do? So I'm doing a fundraiser gig on the 29th of November to raise money for cancer.
Yeah, fucking right.
Because it's like, it's my ma. My ma's my best mate. I love my mummy.
29th?
29th of November, yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I have to
Everybody
do something
fucking-
because hypothetically, God forbid, if my mum was to die from it, I would spend the remainder of my life being like,
What
you
could I have
just
done or would have?
yeah, you didn't do anything. Not that
Yeah.
you weren't there for your mum, but you didn't try and raise awareness or do something like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, well,
just,
even just that positive energy, putting
Yeah.
that out there is your part. You know what I mean?
Instead of getting down and doing nothing and depressing yourself and like, then that's helping nobody.
yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
At least you're putting something positive out there.
Like
you
I'm
know
not
what I
gonna
mean?
lie, it's fucking pants. Like it is
Yeah,
brutal.
right.
But I have to do something. Like, and people keep saying to me, "Oh, see the way that you've just been like your work ethic and like how you're so determined now." And I'm like, "What? What do you want me to do?"
That's
Just-
how people get through things.
yeah, like,
that.
what? Do you just expect me to just sit there and do nothing and just let like the world go past with like me just left behind? No,
no.
that's not me. Like,
No.
act like a waste man. That's not me. No.
Get
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
no, I
like,
get you.
and like, and now I'm like, right, shit's hit the fan here. So I'm in for, you know what I mean? I'm a premature child fighting Alexander Usyk for 12 rounds here. I'm going to get bait, right? So emotions are low. What am I going to do here, right? Because I mentioned this last time. I've got feelings I don't like at the moment. Not suicidal. I'm going to go to counselling again for a few sessions.
Yeah.
Or the shade out, close the suitcase.
And the best thing for anything that is
Talk about it.
never keep it into yourself.
No, yeah.
Tell
Talk about it.
everybody
It's
at
just-
every moment.
It's always
The only thing is
fun.
like, see, like psychiatrists and stuff. Like, again, what the fuck do I know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a very weird opinion on them. I think
So,
like
yeah,
the concept of the thing is beautiful. Like that's
Yeah.
the perfect thing. That is the answer. But you got to be careful who you talk to. I suppose it's the same with doctors as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them would just be give you a little bit each time,
give a
keep you
fuck
coming
really
back,
well of
keep
them
you
too, don't
paying.
they?
You know,
Yeah,
because they're getting paid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And some of them don't know any better. Some
know
of them
what
are
I mean?
trained just to go
To do that,
This
to
is
keep
how
you in that
you
cycle,
This is
you know
how
what I
you
mean?
treat that thing. This is the painkiller for that. This is the fucking antidepressant medication for this.
Have you watched Stutz
No.
with Jonah Hill? Please watch that.
I've heard of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Watch that.
That's the one where it's like a...
It's a
like
documentary
with his
about
therapist.
His therapist.
Yeah.
Watch
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Watch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do you know what I
It
did
changed
watch?
my opinion on therapy.
Do you know
honestly.
what I watched the other week? And it probably like it's up there now with one of my favorite films ever. Have you ever seen Demolition with Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Jake Johnson.
Oh, mate, what a film, right? So the whole premise is that his wife dies in a car accident at the start of it, and he just goes back to work. He's like an insurance, like he works on Wall Street. He's a millionaire and stuff, and he starts like going through the stages of grief. At the start, he's like, I didn't love my wife, like didn't like her at all, and then by the end of it, he's fully feeling his emotions. But the reason it's called Demolition is his whole thing is he's taking apart everyday objects, seeing how they're made, and then he's destroying everything. So that's obviously another stage of grief with anger and all. But it was just the way, like, I'm not saying my mum's dead or nothing, but it's like, hypothetically, God forbid this was to kill her. It's like sort of being like, okay, like it's okay not to feel like upset at the first moment, like grief.
Yeah.
There isn't there 6 stages of grief?
What is there? Anger,
Denial, acceptance,
no, depression,
yeah,
bargaining.
yeah. I think
and then
acceptance is the last one.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is. So it's all going over the stages of grief. Seriously, lads, genuinely watch it.
Yeah.
Like it
Sounds
is.
good. Sounds good.
It's so
I'll give it
good.
a
Just the
watch.
way that like the whole plot isn't like, oh, there's this bad guy enough, and it's literally just a guy grieving his wife, losing his mind, but he's not on drugs or enough, and he's literally just destroying things, and he's not being an asshole, and you're like, fuck, that is nice. You know what I mean?
Just a snippet of life.
Yeah.
Just a different kind of
I
movie.
like movies like that.
Yeah.
It's just like a wee slice of life. You
Oh
know?
yeah. Like what else did I watch recently? I've been watching a lot of A24 films.
They're always good. Like,
Have you ever seen Waves?
Have I seen Waves? That
Watch
rings a
that
bell.
film. Fantastic film.
Yeah.
Once again, it's first half of the movie is this guy kills his girlfriend by accident. He goes to jail for 30 years, and then the second half of it is the guy's family, his sister, his parents, and like how they deal with it and all. And you're like, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? It's such
I love movies like that. Like,
you know, and like I just I'm sort of been watching so much stuff and just distracting myself because I can't play my PlayStation because I have time to think about shit.
When you're playing,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's not good. Like, but I don't know. People. That's what I mean. People keep saying, "Oh, you're doing brilliant," and all, and I'm like, I can't just be stagnated.
That's it.
And it doesn't automatically mean that because I'm doing these things, I'm not feeling anything. Like,
of course.
inside, I'm losing
Of
my
course.
fucking marbles.
Of course.
But I just have to keep swimming. That's what I keep saying to myself. Or just like, you know what I mean? Rock the fucking shit and just keep grafting. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
There's no choice. There
Yeah.
is no choice. You know.
Man, I don't know, but it's just our kind of generation. Like, obviously I'm a wee bit younger than you, but people just have this whole thing where it's like, I hate it, and everybody knows a guy where it's like, oh, his mum died when he was younger, and now he's just on drugs.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's his excuse. Now, fair enough, terrible situation, losing a parent,
Of
I'd
course.
imagine, but like, I don't want to be one of those people that like they lose someone close to them and then just go off the rails forever.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wanna
mean?
just-
Because
I think,
you're doing
yeah.
it this justice to them.
I think, I think no matter how fucking bad it ever gets, you can't let anything break
No.
you. You know, you can feel as fucking bad.
Especially
you
for
feel
your
it
loved
all,
ones, like,
but you
because
can't let it break you.
that, like you said,
know?
that would be completely
That's a disservice.
disrespectful,
Yeah,
like,
it's a
yeah.
disservice. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta fucking.
taking two people down at the same
Absolutely,
time. You know, just
absolutely.
fucking,
Like I, but it's also catch-22 because you understand why people do it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
You can grieve, but
100%.
yeah, and maybe there's a
Just fuck
time. Maybe there's a time period you have to take when something like that happens, but you can't let that time period take you. Like, you know, you can't let it
And
just
you'll
take you.
probably feel that forever.
Yeah.
You know what I
Never,
mean?
never
But
ever
you
go
just
away.
have
But
to-
it's just that's life, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
like
all-
in my head now, I'm like, okay, so you're doing this gig. What else could you do? Like, what way could you raise awareness or money or just something? Because I need to just, because I don't know, because it's like a weird, this may sound fucked up, because I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm sort of helping my mum doing shit like this, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
sort of
100%.
feels nice.
I think bringing
Like I said, let us know.
positivity into the situation like heals the situation.
Plus,
you know,
if you get down and
it
depressed and
helps heal it
shitty,
anyway, you know.
how's that going to make your mum feel? You know,
Absolutely.
seeing you like
Yeah,
that. You
exactly.
know,
That's what I mean. Like, my mum has been sick my whole life. Like, no fault of her own. Just
Yeah.
dealt a bad. Like, whenever I was 11, my mum was sectioned. That was really shit. But I've started
Be
doing
saying that, yeah.
I've started doing material about it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, people are like, oh, people have actually said to me, see, whenever you're doing bits about like, your mum being an award, that's like so funny, but also so real. And
That's
it's
comedy. I
Yeah.
think that's the best thing about comedy.
Yeah, like, but there's-
100%. That's what I want. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want it. Don't get me wrong. Jokes that aren't real are funny
Funny,
too, but
yeah.
it's that different. It hits different.
Yeah,
when it's
of course,
personal.
Of course,
you know?
like I. But here's the thing, right? I was 11, right, and was seeing my mum all the time. Shit situation, but there was see, looking back now, because I'm not over it, but like
Yeah.
it's fine now. There was so many funny things that used to just happen. There was always a smick just sitting there playing an Xbox, wearing a Nike tracksuit and
Yeah.
PNs, and I was like, I kind of want to get sectioned. This fucker's loving life, like, you know what I mean? Like, are just people like, because they were mentally unwell,
Yeah.
like just losing their
You
mind.
see some shit like
Yeah,
you do.
and my granny was in a ward too, and
right.
Like it.
yeah, there used to be like a mental hospital. In
Is, yeah.
Yeah.
Was she in the?
Yeah,
The
and
dementia.
I remember getting brought there when I was 7 and scared the bejeebus out of me. This woman was like mumbling and screaming, and I just remember crying. And my mum was like, "You're up here to see your granny, not to cry. Will you fucking wise up? You're knocking out your mates." And I was like, "I don't know what's going on."
I wonder if it's that same woman that we always heard screaming for years. Remember, there was always just a woman screaming up there.
When we skated up there.
Yeah, you can never seen her. Just in a window somewhere screaming.
Probably her, like. Might have been my granny too.
Could have been.
Yeah. She always used to be like, they're poisoning me. And I was like, am I getting communion money
What are you
here?
gonna do? What are you gonna do,
They always
Granny?
think they're poisoning.
Yeah,
You're like,
but
for
my
fuck's
granny
sake.
was a character. Like this woman was, she was bipolar. But as I was saying, for like, I say for the first 5-6 years of my life, my granny was about, and then she was put in wards and then in a home and stuff.
Yeah.
But so many funny stories. Like, whenever she had a caravan up in Newcastle, and this woman did not give a fuck, by the way, like was banned from charity shops for shoplifting, you know, like did not give a fuck. Seriously, like
I'm charity.
yeah,
That's funny,
but you used to just be
that's
like,
funny, like-
I'm bipolar, and they'd be like, we're sorry, and she's like, fuck yous, right?
That's funny. like.
Yeah, and she had a caravan, went up to the caravan in Newcastle, drove up with someone, whatever, and they brought the cat, and they gave the cat a Valium to make it chill out. The cat got out of the car, ran up to the mountains in Newcastle, never seen
came back.
again. Like, you know what I
into
mean?
a jaguar.
And my mum was distraught, and she's like, "We've lost her." And she's like, "Don't worry about it. We'll get another one. Like, it's just a
Fucking
cat." Like, you know what I
Mexican
mean?
Chinese food truck down the
that's
street
right.
next day.
And then it got it deported to fucking America. and
It
you
was
ate it.
froze
It got
for
me, like,
fucking
what else did
years.
she used to do?
Valium cup.
Oh, she used to insulate her house with fur coats.
All right.
Right. Okay.
Nah, that's
That was fun.
Just like all
Yeah.
on the walls.
She
that's
used to,
scary
do you know-
almost.
oh yeah, crazy. Like, and she used to bring my mum and her. So there was 4 siblings, including my mum. They used to bring her, my mum, blah blah blah, whatever. Used to go all parts of the country and just hitchhike.
Right.
And she'd be like, "Mummy, we can't do this," and be like, "No, they're not going to do anything because I have kids here." Like, you know what I mean?
Just for the crack.
Oh,
Yeah.
aye, grand.
I remember.
That's a jackpot for somebody.
I swear to God, my Uncle Robert's a character too. Like, her and my Uncle Robert used to go into abandoned factories and strip it all for lead and copper. Like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
like imagine like doing tomfoolery with your ma. Like, that's class.
Yeah.
That's mad. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, it's just. But that's what I mean.
Look at the police catch them. Like it's just
Yeah.
my mum.
It's a
me,
family
we
item.
lost our cat.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
We're looking
like,
for a cat,
literally, like, but this is what I mean. This is why, like, so people my age are so like they pretend they're so cool with being like mental health and all, but they're not, because the harsh reality is that they don't understand it, or they've maybe not had somebody go through it, but like. There's always been someone mental in my family. Like, I had an Uncle Bobby too. He was in Byrne, and in the 80s he was talking about the ozone layer and asbestos, and they all thought he was mad. Motherfucker was right, right?
Yeah.
He was just mad enough to believe it back
Genuinely,
then.
he was a paranoid schizophrenic, like, right? And anytime I was in the house, he's like, Red Bull, fake. And I was like, I know, Bobby, I'm 7, like, I don't want to smoke. But
They're always onto something, though,
yeah,
those
like, the
guys.
reason I'm so open about mental health and stuff and all is because, like, I've been around it my whole life.
Yeah.
And to me, it isn't this mad taboo subject. It's just, here, it's what it is. Like,
Well,
you know?
us three we worked in mental health for a good
long
6
time,
years.
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah.
man.
I've
Jesus.
dealt with really bad mental health myself. Like
Yeah, of
personal and
course.
stuff like.
But you have to be, because you're insane to do this.
Yeah.
You know
of
what I
course,
mean? That,
you know,
like,
that's my burden to bear.
Been
Like,
in
you know,
despair so many times.
and,
you know
and
what
like
I mean?
I was going to say that earlier on, like there's 2 types of people. You know, there's creative people, and there's the other type, which I don't know what it is, but it's the other type.
Boring.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to say it like that.
Yeah, and if you're creative, and you need to do something like an outlet like this, you're definitely unhinged somewhere there. Like,
Yeah,
you
100%.
have to be.
Like that's what, like, not going back to myself, but I am. Like, people were all like, "Oh, you're so crazy! You went over to America by yourself and stayed in a hostel." And I was like, "Why is that crazy?" And they're like, "Oh, but like, why did you not go out over by anyone?" And I was like, "I didn't want to." See that there, Holly? Do you know what's so cool about it, right? I done whatever the fuck I wanted for a week. I
didn't have to listen to anybody.
I went to New York with my ex and like her friends and stuff. Lovely time, right?
Yeah.
Went to the 9/11 museum.
Lovely.
I was like, I'm on my holidays.
Lovely.
There's people
Yeah.
crying here.
Lovely.
You know what I mean? This
Very
building isn't
enjoyable.
real.
Thanks.
you
Like,
got a slice of pizza in your hand.
fucking hell.
Literally, you know, like, and this is the thing. Are you all in relationships, or
Aye.
Also,
Yeah.
except this
Used to be.
lovely
Used to
young
be.
man.
He's married
for
to the
anybody
game.
out there.
Shut up.
don't worry, Marty. I also have no women. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Fine.
Never mind.
But like, see, going on holiday with your missus.
Yeah.
Good idea on paper, and then you're like, why am I looking at fucking buildings?
Bad
You know what I mean? Like, I just wanna-
Depends, like who you are and who you're with and all
no,
that
like,
shit, you know.
no, like me and my ex went to Ibiza twice, had a really, really good time, but it was like, that's me going to New York, and it was like, I don't want to go to the 9/11 museum.
No.
I want to drink pints.
But that's when you find someone
He
who
also
you can,
wants to drink pints.
Yeah.
or when you find someone that lets you do like me and my partner every time we go on holiday, I do whatever the fuck I want. You know,
Yeah.
it's, you know, and she.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything. I'd be like, I want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
that shit. Like,
See, I'm really hard on myself with relationships, but I always forget that I'm 24.
yeah. I was going to say to you, and then I didn't want to be disrespectful.
No,
I was gonna
it's
say,
it's true.
Oh, in 10 years, maybe. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
sounds
no,
dickish.
of course, but it's like I'm in no rush. I am.
No,
But like, I just want to find someone that's like sound. You know what I mean? Or just they're just like. I'm not saying that I haven't been with people that aren't sound. It's just
But
hasn't
they're
worked out.
also cunts. Also,
No, I used to think that, but then I'm just like,
I'm
life's
speaking-
too short. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
life's too short to hating people or just hold
Oh
grudges.
no, you don't have to hate them. I harbor no fucking ill will towards anybody. Like, but
Yeah.
also crazy.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Like if you know what I mean, like we've all been fucked over in relationships in one way or another. Forgive you, but I don't forget. That's
Yeah,
that sort of
you gotta
sense.
learn
Like,
from shit.
you learn
like,
from
do you know
shit,
what I mean?
yeah,
you know, and-
like everything's an experience, you know.
Exactly.
and I'm sure they feel the same. And there's
Yeah,
certain
100%.
things that,
Of course, that
we
I
don't-
maybe
Their
done.
perspective, I'm
yeah,
cunt.
yeah,
and that's
and-
fine.
and they're
Of
right.
course,
And
yeah,
they're right.
yeah, yeah.
They're right in their own way, yeah.
100%
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Do you know what's so funny? And I do this every podcast I'm on. I'm like, here, do you want to hear some funny stories? And I'm like,
But I do.
why are you sad? You know what I mean?
Remember your ex-girlfriends that made you hurt inside? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Chat, bring up the moment that his heart actually exploded. Do you have any like funny stories of your exes?
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus.
Jesus, let me think.
Let's
now.
think
We're
now.
allowed to say like.
Is there anything I
You're
can say?
wearing masks. Nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Well,
Peter Parker
he's
1,
making
Peter
it
Parker
very
2.
difficult.
What?
Yeah, you know.
There's a
I've never
few,
actually had a girlfriend and made them all up. I'm sorry, I can't even think of a story. How bad does that look?
Are you on the run from child maintenance?
No,
No.
not that I know of. Can they be
Well, I
looking
was-
for you
He
and you
probably
don't know?
has. He probably does have loads of children.
I've been
out there.
I've been stalked twice.
That's so hot.
I know.
Why would women? No, actually.
But there's, you know, it's never the, you know, ones you want to stalk you like.
Well, obviously not. That's not
Actually, I've
stalking.
been stalked 3 times. Once by a man as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, I worked in a bingo hall a while ago.
Don't need to say where it is. Fine.
No, I'm gonna say bingo.
Oh,
Who gives a fuck? Like, but you know.
bongo.
And this guy, this man, like he kept buying me things. He was like 60.
Stone?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wish anyone would be able to catch me. As good as
Did he get you?
No. But he kept buying me things. He bought me a mobile phone. I let him on. Like I was 19 and I was like, of course I'm going to take gifts off some man.
I remember that. I was
Yeah.
actually, what are you doing?
He was giving me all
What are
this
you fucking
money.
doing? He's like, it's alright, it's a phone.
You know, he was
Why-
messaging me
a phone?
everything.
No,
He was
I
trying
got
to
your
groom. He was
phone.
trying to groom me, but I was on to him. I smelt his grooming.
You smelled the asbestos. No, the cyanide.
Or the fuck, what is that shit?
Chloroform, baby oil.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. The what?
Never mind.
Baby oil.
Sorry.
Yeah. The Diddy party. I smelled the Diddies.
See, whenever the list comes out, the 4 Brors will be there. It'll just be photos of you. Marty just with the biggest root ever, just like bumps up the camera.
Martin, dick in hand, like videoing everybody.
He did. He looks scared. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
but yeah,
That motherfucker Marty is an animal. He was eating ass. He was eating asparagus. He was eating masala. He was eating some woman. Motherfucker locked eyes with me the whole time for 4 hours. I'm pretty proud of that Diddy impression.
That was good. They
No,
were-
I'm actually gotten into accents. I'm losing my marbles. I can do a bit of a South African one.
Oh, right here. I love a South African
That's
accent.
okay.
yeah.
No, it's not great. It's a work in
fucking
progress.
hard.
Like
It is.
South Africa.
That's-
Joe Ennisberg. Right?
That's
Donkey
not bad.
dick motherfucker.
It's more like a ghetto South African.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like,
Fucking
like,
prawns. Just watch District 9 for
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say like
4 hours.
the
Deco.
Antwood.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Antwoord,
Like that,
yeah.
like
Yeah, oh,
ninja.
it's
very
You sound
like-
like ninja.
Oh, man.
it's almost Australian, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
an Australian.
Because whenever
They're-
you're
well,
doing
they're
a
Dutch.
South
They've got
African
Dutch in
accent,
there.
it's very easy to fucking
It's
fall
Dutch.
into an Australian accent.
Dutch.
Yeah.
That's where the
Oh,
thing
man,
is.
fuck the Dutch.
Fuck the Dutch.
The Dutch did
Oh,
fuck
the
them.
Dutch
That's
fucked
why
it,
they sound like it.
Yeah.
Literally.
I can do. I fucking putting pressure
Let's do
on myself.
accents. Let's
What
do
can I
accents.
do? I don't know if I can
Let's
even
see.
do an accent.
Right.
Let's
Give me
just
an
name-
accent.
Let's go.
Right. We'll all have to go
Jamaican.
around. Do you want me to do Jamaican? We'll all go around and see who can do an accent.
All right,
Right.
okay,
Just give
okay.
me one to do, and then we'll
Right.
keep it on.
Jamaican.
Jamaican, right? Bomba clat.
Papa Clat.
Yep. Martin. What's Martin got to do?
Pick one.
I don't know.
Oh,
What's Marty got to do?
In Mexican.
Mexican.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In Espanol. I can't do that shit. I can't do that shit.
Right. Okay.
Of Spanish.
Sushi.
Let's hear your.
Adam,
All right. What's a hard one?
let's hear a. Let's hear a. Oh, let's hear a Texas accent.
Yeah.
You know, like fuck. Hold on.
You've got this.
I can do a tax. I can do a tax woman. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys had fucking Google out there. It's crazy. They got Facebook. They got white people. They got black people. They don't have guns though.
Right, David's turn. What have we
David,
got?
fucking Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos. You got to do the hand. You motherfucker, you.
You fucking motherfucker, you.
McGregor on a 4-day coke session.
Good one.
I can do it for you if you want.
No, hang on now. Hang on now. McGregor. On a 4-day coke session.
Stop stalling.
10,
Gregor.
9.
But like,
On a 4-day cook session.
I'll knock your wee head in there, con you?
Belfast.
Fucking Gucci fella! He took a shit on the back of the bus! Happy birthday, shit in the bus!
Oh, fuck's sake.
Fuck here, what's that, like a comedy? What else? What else have I been meaning to tell you about? Fuck. Have you had any mad were you on holidays or anything?
Nah, we were fucking...
No holidays.
We were fucking
working.
Fucking
I'm
terrible.
poor.
Like, we've got this guy coming on next week, Crawford. That's going to be fun. Have you heard of him?
He's a TikToker, isn't he?
Yeah, he does all the food challenges. So we're fucking...
Legend.
I like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was some guy who was like, thank you for the rose. And he was in his mad like council gaff. No, Crawford, he
Yeah.
Ice cream.
yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
What he's going to make him eat, Marty?
Don't know.
Martin's dick, yeah.
No,
Right,
Martin
we've
just-
got Marty's toenails clippings from when he was 7.
Yeah, that would be a challenge for Martin.
A
He'd love
big
that.
fat dick.
Do you know what you should just like? What's like something that like
Well, what we're going to do, each of us is going to do one of his most famous challenges.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know what we're
And
going
what does he do? Gross things?
to... Anything?
No, not
he'll
really.
literally
Just
just maul like a whole fucking thing of oregano
Yeah.
or like cinnamon
Or
and you're
flour or something. Yeah.
Right.
I've ran into him a few times and he loves drinking in spoons in Belfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Proper full on tramp like us.
When I heard, when I heard he was from Belfast, I was like, what?
Yeah, like because how he got viral was just neck and vinegar.
Yeah.
outside Primark.
Primark.
It's like,
There's a bad one, like, you can actually put you in hospital.
Can it?
Yeah, it's really, really
But he
bad.
doesn't really drink. He just fucking books it all back up. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
oh, thanks for the rose.
But who won't fucking do?
Can we actually talk about that? Right? There's why is like you are obviously on TikTok, aren't you?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Fucking
not.
Oh,
of
like
course you're
as
not.
the four brothers we
Yeah,
are,
the four
but
brothers,
individually
yeah.
we're not.
Yous
no.
are woke.
No.
That's what, right?
Yeah.
See the amount of times you'll just be scrolling.
I'm so unwoke. It's unbelievable. I'm asleep. I've been sleeping.
Motherfucker like me be sleeping. you know what I'm saying?
I'm dead.
But you'll just be scrolling, and it'll be like two people arguing, and they're like, "You're a fucking tramp, fuck you, you live your man. Thank you for the galaxy there." You know what I mean?
Fuck,
It's so weird. Like,
that's a weird
do you know
place,
what's
isn't it?
wrong with this country? And I'm going to say it objectively,
Shankle?
worse than that, right? And this goes for both sides. There's not enough Catholic guilt in this country. It's one away.
It has
People
went away.
believe in themselves and all now.
That's it.
We shouldn't
You know,
be allowed to do that. Like,
not allowed to. You know, just fucking exposing themselves and all. And
Literally.
sin.
get ready with me. No, that's not.
Hedonism.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hedonism.
mean? It's
Yeah.
just it's.
I want to talk. Right, there's a. I don't even know if I can talk about it, to be honest. I don't know. I don't even know her name. It's like this girl, and she's from around here, and she makes videos for TikTok, and it's like, literally,
You narrowed it down pretty well there.
did it?
Yeah.
Is that sarcasm?
A girl
Was that
that
sarcasm?
makes TikTok, right? Let me think.
But she's from around here. We were talking about it. Not too
Okay, I
long
know
ago.
her. That's the one with the eyes and ears and the nose.
Yes.
There we go.
See, I told you. But
Yeah.
anyway, she makes videos of literally like her getting dressed in the morning. It'll be like, today I'm wearing these trousers.
Yes, I
and then
think I
she
know
put
your
them
joke,
on.
actually.
And then see,
Funny enough.
today I'm putting on this jumper, and then it'll be on. You're just like, why?
And that's
Are you doing
100
this?
million views.
Yeah, 100 million views.
Do you know what makes it
Hawk
even,
two.
do you know what makes it even worse?
Hawk two.
They like set the camera up from whenever they get up in the morning, get back into bed, and then record themselves getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Madness.
Oh my
Don't do that.
It's madness. Yeah, don't do that at all. That's bad. That is bad.
This is what I mean. Like, it's the most disheartening thing ever. Like, I'm out here chasing my dreams, doing gigs and stuff, and people are like, "You're gonna be big one day, kid."
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, here, if you use 10%, you'll get this off." And then they're millionaires. It
Some
does my
cunt in England swallowing potatoes wrong, and he fucking, there you go, 30 grand a
Like,
month.
fair play to her. Honestly, I have no hate towards her whatsoever because actually fucking fair play. But
Fair
Hawk
play
too,
if you can do that. If you
you
can do
know,
that.
she's a millionaire now.
Yeah.
She just said Hawk too.
That
Yeah.
podcast is terrible.
Oh, it's brutal. Because at the end of it, you're like, "Say it," and she's like, "Hack toa."
But I think people are watching it ironically. You know? Like everybody in the comment section is like, "Oh, this is the best podcast. I quit my job and to watch this like 24 hours a day."
But come on, fair play to her. Like fair fucking play. to her.
Yeah,
I
'cause
can't
she's
hate
milking
on-
the
I can't
cash
hate
cow.
on it. Like,
She's doing it right. You know that
and
guy.
she knows the crack. She knows that
Yeah,
she's
like-
just has no. She hasn't been like I'm fucking.
Yeah.
She knows the crack. Like
But
and she's making money.
Bevo, like he went away from what he was actually known for, and just like, oh, I'm just rich and famous now, and I don't need to do
tried
anything
be
else.
an influencer.
Just
Yeah.
no one knows who he is now, and he's trying to like get it all back. He's trying to eat again. He's like, look, I'll swallow wrong again.
7 out of 10. Fuck off, people.
Yeah.
Whereas Hawk 2, she is trying to capitalize on what she done.
What she done? A what?
But she thinks she's funnier than she is, and it's kind of like it's a bit cringy because
She's funny enough.
she's trying too hard,
Hey man, she's
The
working.
art of not trying.
Yes.
You know,
That's
What about it?
there's a book I don't read because I'm dyslexic.
Or not giving a fuck.
Yes. You look like you read lots.
I read a little
You
bit.
look like you just like you like sit in like the fucking
Lotus position.
look. Is that what, see, you're so fucking.
You're smart, man.
Oh my god! So I was like doing Pilates. I was doing Pilates in it for like
Finishing
6
my
months. My core
sentence.
was so good I could suck my own dick. Shut the fuck up, man. Right? Fuck you. Well, I've really good hip flexors, you
Downward dog.
know. But you look like you sit in fucking lotus position, smoke fags, and just read books.
Joints,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Rubbing his nipples.
You know what I mean?
just-
Drinking coffee. Oh my god, I love it with the oat milk.
Oh,
I don't know who the fuck that was there. I'm so sorry.
A yoga
Coffee and
instructor
sugar,
for
let's
rich
go, like.
fucking.
Let's go. Bikram.
Bikram.
50 Shades of Grey.
Do you ever watch that?
That's the Russian documentary, isn't it?
No, that's your the hot yoga guy. He's
Oh,
Indian,
Bikram's,
and he was just molesting everybody the whole time.
Nope. My dad done hot yoga for a while. Hopefully he wasn't diddling. I don't
Was
need
he
my.
the instructor of the hot yoga? I
Nah,
think he'd be
he
alright
was
then.
just there,
Sweet
like-
then.
That's alright. He got
I-
diddled. He
here,
got
all
diddled.
jokes aside, do you know what would be brutal, right? Obviously, it would be terrible for it to happen. Imagine it coming out that your dad was a nonce. Like,
Yeah, you're fucked, aren't
Agree
you?
with it?
I met a guy, right? I was at a party one there, and just 5 minutes in, he was just telling me about his dad. And I was like, "Oh, where is he?" And he's like, "Jail." And I was like, "What did he do?" And they were like, "Oh, some rape thing." And I was like, "Do you want
Just some rape thing.
The woman lied.
Don't worry about it, lad.
Forget
Don't worry
about
about it, lad.
The woman lied and all, and I was like, "This is so fucked up." Like, it
Yeah,
was
dude.
crazy.
Why
Like,
would you tell me this at a house party?
yeah, literally.
Dude.
Where's your dad? Oh, he's fine. He's just at home.
Never mind.
Your dad's in jail. My dad's gonna lift me. My dad's picking me up.
Yeah, I'm on the phone right now to my dad. He's
Yeah.
calling.
Oh Jesus. Do you have any like mad stories from like partying?
Oh fuck,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Plenty, like.
But like, so there was a place that we used to go every night after the bar, and it was just a drug den.
Yeah,
It was just
they're the
a
best
drug
places.
den.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
And then the last night we ever went there, it burnt down to the ground.
But you have to set that up.
You
So
know?
we were going there for a year straight, every single weekend.
Every
Maybe
weekend,
more
like,
than that.
Doing speed, ease.
Like,
Terrible.
like the guy that owned the place, I remember getting into the bathroom one time and he just had cocaine there. And I just went,
Sniffed it off his
got
fingers.
it off
like.
his fingers. I took his hand, just,
Yeah, and he had been definitely had probably give someone a hand job that night.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He wasn't the straightest man.
so was it literally just like a party gaff? Like,
Yeah.
And we were like, we thought
Horrible.
we thought that this is our peers. We were like 19, 18, and these were like 40-year-olds.
No.
You know?
No younger. We were like 17, 18, yeah.
Yeah, and we were there all the time, and we were like, oh yeah, we
And they
fit
were
in
all,
here.
yeah,
These are our
40.
peers, right? No, 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds, 70-year-olds.
I'm
I
gonna
think
say
the
there was a
owner was.
guy that used to sit in the corner and pretend to be a didgeridoo all night, and he would just sit there like this and go, and his name was Didgeridoo.
His name was
He's
Didgeridoo.
probably dead now.
How did the house
Most
burn
likely.
down?
So I don't know, but we decided this one time
Yeah,
we
we're
were
like-
like, and I mean we were going there every single weekend, and we were just like, you know what,
We should stop.
we just
this.
had a feeling. We're just like, let's not go there tonight. Let's just not go there tonight. You know, what are we doing with our lives? You know, and that same night, house burnt down.
You know what I mean?
Did anybody die in it?
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
No, but
Jesus.
we could have if we were there. I don't
Did
know.
the
like.
cops not come like all the time?
No,
No, never. Not once.
It was just a party house, like then.
Yeah, there was nothing actually. Like nobody was like doing anything that bad. Like they were
Yeah,
killing
yeah.
each other. or
You
anything.
know, it wouldn't have been that loud or anything. It was really just, you know.
But I met a guy that this was a big phase of my life. I met a guy there called Yuri, and he was a card trick. He was a magician, right?
Oh my
See
God.
if I'm in a K-hole and some dude's doing fucking jack
Card
changes.
tricks.
I swear to God,
It
right?
rubbed off on him. He just started. He was a demon.
He
with
became
card tricks.
Like
we called him Card
we-
Trick Gareth.
Yeah, this was my persona.
Anytime he was on
Anytime
ecstasy-
I took ease,
He pulled
just-
out a pack of cards and
From
started
my
doing
arch.
tricks.
just a deck of
Scary
cards,
bastard.
like, and
Pick
just
a card,
started doing.
Scary
He's
bastard.
up there, you pick a card and he was just, you see it in
There was
his,
probably
in his
like
eyes.
5 people in the room, like, you know, and they're all in their
And
own,
nobody gave a
in their
fuck,
own
like,
wee
they thought it
fucking
was like,
worlds,
yeah.
you know. And I'm like, right, come on, let's see this here and fucking right, pick a card. Fuck the trick up. Fuck. Oh no, wait. Pick a card again. It was fucking. It was terrible.
I remember, so everyone was sitting around the table, sort of similar to what we were now, smoking cigarettes or whatever, all off their heads on ease, right? And David was over another part of the room, right? And he got up, and slowly walked over and lifted the ashtray off the table, walked over to the sink, filled it up with water, and then brought it back down and sat down and go, there you are. And just walked away.
Yeah, we were like, thank you.
That's stinking.
Thank
And he
you.
just thought that he had to do it. It was,
Yeah.
But like in his head, it was like, that's the right thing to do right now.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I have this irrational fear of going home after a night out, so I end up in all weird
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I ended up in a house in Stranmillis. Me and my mate landed in, and we were waiting for the people to come in, but they were like, "Oh, just go in." This is not a joke. This is genuinely telling the truth. Walked in, all the lights were off. We walked into the living room. Swear to fuck, there was about 4 people in a circle. There was a pentagram on the thing, on the floor. They were like chanting satanic shit, and there was candles and all. As soon as we came in, everything just wasn't even spoke about. And I was like, are we just not going to fucking address this?
Oh,
like
I'd be
it was
gone.
so fucking weird.
Gone.
Like,
I'd be
so
gone,
like,
scary.
Maybe
Like,
they
I'd
thought
be
they summoned
calm.
you.
I know. What's up, brother?
Oh God, it's wrong demons.
And then I remember walking to this house in Dunluce in Belfast. It was after Shine. And
Fucking Shine. Remember that? Shout out Shine.
yeah,
Jesus
shout out
Christ.
and it was like my mate was like, who was like 30. He was like, come to this house, and I was like, I'm meeting the Chinese here. I don't want to go home. Let's just go here. Walked to the house, and I started sobering up, and I was like, it's 4 a.m, bro. Like, get your shit together. And I was like, no. And got to the front door. Sorry, there wasn't no front door.
You got to the
I've been to a
thing.
party with no front door, yeah.
Walked into the living room, same size of here. Wish I was joking. There was 100 people there, just all sniffing gear.
Yeah.
And I was like, I genuinely walked upstairs, seen my mates. And they were in like the box room crying, freaking out, be like, it's too much, man, too much. And I was like, I'm gonna go here. The guy's toilet didn't work, so just pissed in the sink and left.
Yeah.
It was,
That's what you do, isn't it?
yeah, it was
That's
fucking
it.
Remember
weird.
after Shine bringing literally
out
like
a
100
situation.
people back to my shitty fucking Holy Lands flat and like trying to cram them all in like mad. And then you wake up the next day, like my cutlery was gone, the ironing board was gone. I was like, why would you take those things?
That's it, man.
Who needs them?
Fucking, did you ever have like people, like your house was wrecked?
Oh,
That was
aye.
that's
Oh,
just
aye.
that was it on.
Also
you know.
broke into twice as well.
Seriously?
That was your house on
Yeah.
default, though. You know, it's just fucked.
Did you live with people or just yourself?
No, I live with two hour guys. Yeah.
Are you mates with them now?
No.
Not as much.
You never are.
Not
It's
as
like
much.
Not
living with
really.
your mates for a year. Like I lived out for a year, and the bottom floor was a brothel. That was weird.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And I lived with a French dude who fucking, because we lived in the top floor, didn't use the extractor and would cook salmon in a fucking frying pan.
Did you like him?
No, I didn't.
Told you.
Fucking
Sorry, we were
didn't.
talking about this last week. Fuck French people. Continue.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? He was so like, he was just such a passive aggressive asshole. He'd be like, oh, you were being loud last night. And I was like, here, imagine I actually am a human that makes noise. You know what I mean?
Imagine I was cooking salmon.
Yeah, and I think you need to use the
You were making smells last night.
Yeah, he used to be like, I used to be like, you need to put the extractor on. It stinks. He's like, we don't do that in my country. And
Not in your country?
And then the Jim Alistair and me came out and was like, well, you're doing it here, son, right?
You did, right?
You know what I mean?
Put the fucking baguettes down.
But
son.
here's was with my beef with this guy. Fuck him. You know what I mean? I still
Yeah.
follow him on Instagram, right?
Yeah. Shout out.
No, don't. Fuck him.
Fuck
right?
you.
Bonjour.
He was French, lived in New York, moved back to France,
Right.
Went to uni in Exeter and done a placement year in Belfast, so his accent was so fucked up. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like South African.
No, he was like he was like American French.
Yeah.
Essentially Bret Hart.
Canadian.
Yeah, he was like Canadian French, and he was an asshole.
He's a hitman.
Oh.
I got him in a sharpshooter, and he moved back home. Fuck that. But for
Fucking Bret.
a week, this is going to come across as racist. Every good story starts with this, doesn't it?
Look, I'm not racist, but
I swear to God, I wish I was joking. After Guillaume, we're not going to say that guy's name. After he left, an Indian dude moved in, right?
Yeah.
And swear to God, I walked into the kitchen one day when he was viewing the house, and there was 10 Indian dudes in the gaff, and I was like, "Fuck the," you know. And there was 10 Indian dudes in this wee apartment. And I was like, fuck, they must be his mates or something. I was like, this is a bit weird. And then he moved in, and then like a week later I started noticing shit. Like this dude had like 100 pairs of shoes just in his house, like outside his wee room. And I was like, this is weird, like, because it would have been like Jordans and then like Vans and then like dad shoes. And I was like, this is weird, this guy has like size 11 shoes, size 7 shoes, size 6 shoes, something's not adding up here. And I remember one day going down for a shower. Swear to fuck, some Indian man in his 50s was just in the shower with a mustache, and he just looked at me and he was like, hello. I rang a landlord and I was like, I don't mean to alarm you, bro, but I think there's like 10 people living in this house. He walked in, landed into the house. Swear to fuck, there was 10 dudes living in this
that one room.
Like, he got
That's what
evicted. Like,
happens,
it was
like,
mental.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's so
brutal.
funny. Like,
Look, lads, we're gonna have
I knew
to
exactly where that was going.
We're gonna have to unfortunately start wrapping it up. I have to go to shit fucking hole of a work
yes.
soon,
Sick.
so-
Can I plug some stuff?
You can plug whatever the fuck you want, man.
Shortback and What's Happening podcast.
You.
Yes,
Follow
we
us
need
around.
to get you on like within
Fucking
2
right.
weeks.
Yes, let's do it.
Shortback and What's Happening podcast. Doing my solo show on the 29th of October. Sunflower. There's still tickets do come, and then I'm doing a fundraiser for my ma.
Yeah.
22nd of November in the Beehive. Shane Todd's going to be there. Johnny Bo's going to be there. I'm going to be there. There's like 13 other acts. I don't have time to plug it all. Please come. Yes.
bet your
sorry.
ass
No, you do have time. and
We'll
I'm
be
sure
going
if
to
you
all
want-
of them.
If
Yes.
you like, you can send us and we'll put a link down
Yes.
under the video here, and
Legend.
people can click and shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Fucking legend.
For all
dude.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Gonna
and
be a good one.
do yourselves a favour and go see Adam. He's
Yeah,
fucking class.
fucking
like.
right, man.
Thanks for having me again, lads. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Anytime.
Brilliant. But I do this all day.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I wish we could
Nice
fucking
to
do it all
finally
day.
meet
Like.
you.
Yes. Pleasure to meet you.
That's David.
Damn, David, back it again with the red belly.
Right. Good luck, folks.
All right.
See you later.
We'll see you later.
Oh wait, no. Plug the. Fucking
Oh yeah. But shout out to Bud Light, Jerry, and I, and Big Potato, and I get on that shit. Legends.
Patreon.com/4Bros podcast. Gonna be loads of shit there soon. And there's
Like
there's-
and subscribe and all that.
Ah.
Shite, you know what I mean? Like
Blah,
Good
whatever
luck
you
and
do.
God
I'm a
bless.
dirty
See you
cunt.
Don't do
later.
that.
You know what I mean?
Bye bye.
To leave the fucking cock cheese where it is. This magic moment.